Alam's thesis is to be investing in the everyday. Avenue Living Asset Management prides itself in finding the best investments in plain sight. We don't go out for the shiny and new. We typically look for the low density B and C type assets and create value through consolidation and effective vertically integrated management. In our multifamily business, Avenue Living Asset Management serves the workforce housing segment. The workforce housing segment is a segment of Canadians that earn between $15 to $35 per hour and have been the essential workers during COVID throughout this period. Ultimately, Alam builds its infrastructure around servicing this resident through the assets it owns, whether it's the multifamily, our commercial exposure, or even our storage exposure. We focus on that resident profile. 2020 was a very formative year for Alam. Avenue Living Asset Management, like many others, had to go head on into the COVID environment with the unknown that presented itself to our organization. Ultimately, our investments in our platform, whether that be technology, our investments in our assets in terms of capital expenditure, and our understanding of our resident populace ensured that we not only survived, but we thrived during COVID. Our vertically integrated platform of Avenue Living Asset Management and Avenue Living Communities services 5 mandates. Those mandates include our Core Trust, our Opportunities Trust, our Mini Mall Storage Properties Trust, our U.S. Real Estate Trust, and our Agricultural Land Trust. All of these trusts are routed in our philosophy and of investing in the everyday. So within the $2.1 billion of assets under management, our Avenue Living Core Trust represents the lion's share of that. It's dubbed our mothership. It is rooted in multifamily assets across the prairies within 19 different markets. The Core Trust operates low density real estate at scale and has consolidated that cash flow very effectively across the prairies. With over 50% in the primary prairie markets and 50% of the portfolio in the secondary and tertiaries, it has now been around for over 15 years and operating very, very effectively. Our Opportunities Trust, which was created in late 2016, is a very unique product. It actually offers the ability for investors to take part in the opportunistic real estate, barbelled with essential higher yielding commercial, all routed in stability of the tenant profile that we choose, both on the commercial side and the residential side. So our Avenue Living Agricultural Land Trust is a very unique offering as well. It basically is a product where we are consolidating cash flows of farmland rental income. We're not in the operating business of farmland, but we're choosing farmland that pays rents by farmers to scale up their farms. Avenue Living Agricultural Land Trust has been established for over 4 years now and has consolidated north of 50,000 acres of farmland across Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan being our target market based on the fact that it has some of the lowest farm prices across North America and is still looking for financial solutions for farmers to extend their operations. Avenue Living Asset Management was proud to introduce the Mini Mall Storage Properties mandate in early 2020. The mandate was to go out and consolidate B and C class storage properties across Canada. The idea was that the vendors of those properties were akin to our multifamily strategy, which is the mom and pop, and the cash flows of that industry have yet to be consolidated across the Canadian region. We brought in vertically integrated management once again to go out and brand, consolidate, and add technology to this offering to have a best-in-class opportunity for our customer base to experience their needs in storage. In 2020, we launched our US mandate. Instead of going east and west where the markets are overly saturated, the focus was for us to go south and find jurisdictions that share characteristics with our Avenue Living Core Trust. We ended up mostly in Middle America, where we now have assets in Colorado Springs, Kansas City, and Madison, Wisconsin. The US Trust is one of our newest opportunities that is consolidating cash flow of a similar vendor profile, a similar asset type for us to add value through investment capex and improved management.